Hello, my name is Casey Murphy, and today I'm going to be discussing practitioner recommendations and limitations for educators in their educational settings. On a daily basis, I teach 9th and 10th grade students about American history in the time periods of 1800 and 1900. That way they have an understanding of our history and how we obtained to where we're at today. One student, Andrew, who I have in the morning, has been given an IEP for dyslexia and illegible handwriting, but has also been diagnosed recently with anxiety. Teachers need to watch for his confusions and mistakes during assignments, but also be mindful that he gets overly anxious when turning in and completing writing assignments in class. Andrew knows that his handwriting has become an issue, and so teachers have started to make accommodations and recommendations to assist Andrew in class. On a daily basis, all students are expected to participate in activities and assessments completed in class to obtain a full understanding of American history, along with terms, people, and ideas that are brought with each one. Andrew sometimes has a hard time focusing in class and needs encouragement to complete work when possible. Andrew knows that he has bad handwriting and his anxiety easily distracts him. When writing assignments are given, Andrew avoids his work because he gets anxiety that he might get a bad grade if his handwriting is not legible. But he also knows that his spelling is affected by dyslexia as well. Because of this, he will avoid doing work in class. Throughout the next few slides, I will review some practitioner recommendations and limitations that provide educators with strategies for active learning to take place, but also limitations that may prevent these methods from being implemented inside of their classrooms. The first topic is assessments. Educators implement assessments to check for student understanding. This helps to provide teachers with data on student progress. With the data, educators can determine if instruction needs to be reviewed or if they can move on. If the work needs to be modified in terms of difficulty inside the student setting, they can also do that at this step. Assessment data can be done in any classroom setting for special education, general education, or even a mixed classroom setting such as mine. The best way to use data is to implement it slowly by starting with a group of students and then the whole class, just to see what methods work and what methods do not. It's important to note that you should not implement it with the entire class in case it doesn't work, so implementing it slowly is the best strategy. Although assessments can be positive and effective, there's also limitations to assessments. One of the biggest limitations to assessments is time. In state-tested areas such as math or science, so algebra or biology, there's occasions where there's not enough time to review data and implement new assessment methods when needed. Additionally, if all teachers don't have the training and professional development needed to modify and change their assessment methods to meet student needs, that could also become a limitation. The biggest limitation is going to be time to collect data, review the data, and change the assessment methods. The next topic is metacognitive strategies. Metacognition is awareness of thoughts or processes or thinking about your thinking. In doing this, educators can break down lessons or topics into chunks, pieces, or even mini lessons to ensure that student understanding. In the image on the slide, we can see the cycle for this process. The cycle allows teachers to choose and assess the task, evaluate the strengths and weaknesses, plan, then apply. Afterwards, they can reflect on the strategy as to whether or not students gained a full understanding and the strategy worked. Educators can use this graph, just as the one listed on this slide, to implement strategies. By using a method such as DARE, D-A-R-E, students can reflect on what they've learned and summarize their learning after a lesson has concluded. They can develop their topic sentence, add supporting ideas, reject the argument, or end with a conclusion. All of these that are listed on this slide will work for metacognitive strategies. Although this method is great, it doesn't work for everyone and there are limitations. I know that not all teachers are educated about strategies that work, such as this one. For myself, having just graduated, I'm aware of professional development opportunities to further my knowledge about these strategies. But for other school districts and teachers who may be tenured or have been here for a while, they may not be aware of these strategies or professional development opportunities. Not only this, but not all schools provide trainings that are needed to educate teachers on topics such as this. The next one is explicit instruction. For explicit instruction, this method ensures that all educators are providing students with direct and engaging strategies to ensure student success. This